the President of BMCS, Zulfikar Hussain, of course our High Commissioner, Mustafizu, and our non-resident High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Derek Low, Captain Sega, and Chung Hin from MPA. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm delighted, in fact, to be here. The only reason I'm feeling guilty is I'm standing between you and dinner. But I need to make a few points, and I will get through them as quickly as I can. First, Bangladesh and Singapore are long-standing friends. You've seen in the video, in a sense, we're both maritime nations. In fact, if you think about it, Bangladeshi mariners are overrepresented in Singapore. And it's worth reflecting why. I think first, it reflects the fact that Bangladesh itself is a maritime nation. Second, it reflects the depth of human talent that Bangladesh has. And third, the focus on human resource capacity development. And the Maritime Academy, which again you saw in the video, is a case in point. I've had the privilege of visiting Bangladesh. In fact, Derek and I were there, I think it was in November last year. We met Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and the then Foreign Minister Mahmoud Ali. We talked about various important subjects, including our bilateral relations, improving connectivity, investing in infrastructure, the energy sector, and in fact, at the foreign policy level, we share many similar perspectives. In a sense, this is because both Bangladesh and Singapore are gateways to our respective regions. I also know that there are rich cultural links and indeed a deep historical linkage between Bangladesh and Singapore. Some of you, or I hope most of you, would be familiar that there's a road in Singapore called Tagore Avenue. That's in Upper Thomson, not far from Casuarina Curry Outlet. The road is named after the Nobel Literature Laureate Rabindranath Tagore, who composed the national anthem of Bangladesh. He visited Singapore and in fact many other parts of Southeast Asia in the 1920s, and he even published his observations in a travelogue in a book entitled Jatri in 1929. His work brings the generations of Singaporeans and Bangladeshis over the decades together, and it is a legacy well worth celebrating. I also want to thank all the members present here today for your contributions to Singapore's maritime sector. You know that Singapore commemorates the bicentennial this year. But really, if you think about it, the history of Singapore and the history of interactions between our two peoples go much further back than 200 years. And I'm very sure that there have been Bangladeshi mariners, traders, and other professionals coming aboard our shores, in fact, in centuries before even the British got here. So today, for much of what we have established and achieved in Singapore, I want to include a note of appreciation for the contributions of the Bangladeshi community, mariners in particular, over a long period of time. So thank you once again for having me. I commend you for organizing this event. You know, I remember attending earlier iterations of this, much more humble surroundings in the void deck in my own community. This year, I suppose it's the 5th year, so it's a bit special. So we're celebrating in such an august and fancy surroundings. But it reflects the strength of your community. It reflects also the warmth of our appreciation for all your contributions. I wish you all good health, happiness in your families in the years to come. Thank you very much.